Well, hello, my fellow gamers. I hope you guys are all having a fabulous day wherever you are in this incredible world of ours. If you're new to my channel, hello, I am Katie, and if you're returning, welcome back, guys. In today's video, we are jumping back into Tales of the Shire for kind of like a beginner's guide in a way. The navigation, the map, how to navigate around Bywater. So, for a mouse and keyboard to open up the map, you're going to click on the M button. There's several different ways in which you can navigate Bywater. The first one being is navigating by destination of the current active quest you have. So right now, as you can see, it is telling me that I need to go up here for my current active quest, telling me that I need to, possibly talk to this person for another quest, stop by this location, providing a path for me to go for that current quest. Now, if I say, I don't really want to go to this particular quest, I can click on my tab to open this up, and then go to, where'd that go? We're going to go into R, click on Tales log, and select which quest I currently want to have active. This will then update the map to allow you to navigate to the destination of that particular quest. So another way that you can navigate on the map is by location of certain hobbits. So let's say you don't really want to go on an active quest, but you want to know where's Delphi, or you want to track Arlo, Arlo. And they're not necessarily an active quest, but they're just people you just want to go talk to, or maybe it's a side quest or something along those lines. Whatever the reason may be that you aren't necessarily navigating to your most active quest, but wanting to go talk to a certain townsfolk, you can click on the tab, and then here you can see we have a list of all the townsfolk, and it says townsfolk schedule. It kind of tells you where they're at on the map right now. And then what you could do is also select that particular townsperson for your navigation to update and take you to that particular hobbit. Another nice little feature of it is because of the fact, when I was trying to navigate the map a little bit, I was like, okay, where do I need to go to find Flower? And I was like, hang on, Sandyman is the guy who runs the mill. So who do I need, or how do I find him? And I was like searching all over the map, couldn't find him. Finally, I just kind of come down within here. I was like, oh, click on him. Guess what? Now I have a route specifically to Sandyman. You can always toggle these routes on and off by clicking the E, and that will turn off that routing navigation. Another thing that I do want to point out on the map is you can navigate by points of interest. Now, this is really, really handy, especially if you need to forage, or if you're at the end of the day and you're like, hey, I need to navigate home. Obviously, those aren't things that aren't always tracked within a quest. So what you can do is find, okay, there is a puffball over here. I can then track that. Or, I can't do it now because I'm already at home, but I can track to home, which is very, very handy, especially at the end of the day, because you're navigating around the map and all of a sudden it's the end of the day. It's like, okay, how do I get home? You can click on these points of interest and it will track you to that location. Another really nice feature of the map is you can go to points of interest that aren't identified. So this is really, really handy for places that you haven't really explored all that much. So if I wanted to come explore this area over here, I could totally do that by just pinning a location on the map. Now it's showing my navigational route from my current location to that place. Keep something in mind though, as you are pinning these locations and trying to figure out how to navigate the map. The birds that are going to guide you, and I'll talk about the birds here in a minute, are going to route you for the most the fastest or the most direct path. I want to emphasize that a little bit because in the beginning of the game, there's this nice little shortcut that you see right here. Wonderful little shortcut, but it's closed. It's not available to you at this point in time in the game. You have to unlock it at a later point. So if I needed to get down here to Willow's workshop, I actually have to pin up here first, navigate to that location, and then once I'm here, I then repin to Willow's workshop, just so that way I don't come across here and get stuck and wonder where the heck I'm supposed to be going. So again, just a couple helpful tips and tricks when it comes to the map portion of the game itself. So now that we've covered the map and how to kind of get around Bywater, it's now down to actually navigating and following the directions of the birds. If you remember in the beginning, Arlo mentioned that the birds help you navigate Bywater. As you can see, we now have 2 blue birds that have showed up to show the navigation. We have this bird right here. He is actually sitting or pointing in the direction in which you need to go. So that way I don't head in this direction, I'm going to head in this direction. Birds will post on most of the intersections or at intersections that you will come across. So what they will perch on is going to be street signs like you see here, stumps, fences, bridges, any place that will help you navigate your route to your destination. How do you understand where you're supposed to go? You see here, this fence post points in several different directions. I could go to the left, I could go to the right, or I could go back behind me. The bird is currently sitting on the direction of the sign pointing behind me, indicating that is the direction I need to navigate to get to my destination. And as I come to different crossroads, you'll notice the birds will land there, showing me where to go. If I move too fast beyond that, they will leave and move to the next destination. As you saw as I was approaching this fence post, it was indicating I needed to continue going straight indicating that I needed to come up to this bridge and cross that. And now we've come to the next part. Here's the next bird. Again, it's a 4-way in the direction, all the directions that I could go on the path. The bird is telling me I need to go straight. I do want to show you some other locations in which the birds can rest. So we're going to come over here. You notice he's sitting on the wheel right there. So as you're kind of skipping along the path, sometimes it's hard or sometimes it's easy to miss the birds and understanding like which direction you're supposed to go. Anytime that you think you're going in the wrong direction or anytime that you're like, wait, where am I going again? Come to a crossroads, the birds will point you in the direction you need to go. They will either route you backwards to the place you need to return to, or they will update the route you need to go. The best way to kind of think of it is like a GPS system. They're showing you where you need to go, navigating you, and then recalculating based upon your current location and your final destination. So we are still in the point where they're showing us on street signs. I want to show you some of the other things, and I am going to pick these up real quick. I'll show you the other locations that they can perch. So far we've seen the birds perched on street signs and on like wheels and fences. They will also perch on rocks, as well as stumps, as you can see this one is doing here. Another one to look out for as well is downed fence posts. They will perch on that as well. So just kind of keep an eye as you're kind of skipping along, heading through Bywater. The birds will always show you the direction you need to go based upon the current ping on your map, whether that is trying to find somebody specifically in Bywater, trying to continue an active quest, or you've pinned a certain location or place of interest. Returning to the map real quick, another cool thing that you can do is use these kind of like, I would say, gray pins as well. So you have your big point of interest, which is like your lookout, your home locations, things like that. And then we have resource locations, which is going to be the little mushroom, the little hedge mustard icon, the fish. Those are all things that you can navigate to on the map as well. Like I said, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Wherever you are in this incredible world of ours, keep on being inspirational. And until next time, guys, bye-bye.